jingle, car 6 and Spitfire roll. Every bolt and another story. Ring repair, he'll restore it and sweat the daily glory. Lost bits garage the name, engine roars and never flames. Turning rust into the bay with every...
Yeah, welcome back to the channel. My name's Greg. This is the Wash Rinse Garage. We've been working on the Triumph 1970 Triumph TR6 frame. We finally got the rotisserie done. You'll see that in the last video. I got it flipped over, and I just got done taking a needle scaler to it and then using my air hose and blowing out as much rust as I can get out of inside the frame, because when we go to and finish up repairing everything, I'm going to coat the inside with a homemade rust converter coat, whatever. We'll figure that out when the time comes. But let me show you what I've been up to with all that rust. Big old pile right there. I gotta get the broom out, but I hit it all with a needle scaler. Found a spot here, in here. Same on the other side. Couple. Also need patching. Went through, needle scaled the mounts. Back ones look good. Front ones don't look too bad. This one, I'm kind of wondering if that's a crack started. So, but I'm going to reinforce some of this. If that is, I'm going to gouge it out, lay some weld in there, because it's not all the way through. It's just right in the middle, you know. Lay a bead of weld in there, grind it down, and then box her all off. Here's where it gets nasty. Yeah. I'm going to pull this t-shirt off. I feel it's going to be even worse up here, because we're already through the t-shirt, the cursive full, whatever you want to call it. So we're already through there. I'm going to try and get all that off as much as I can. Same with that side, get the t-shirt, all the parts off. And before I even tackle these outrigger parts, I am going to patch the main part of the frame. Whatever needs done, both sides. And then tackle this part, because this side, as you can see, it's rotted through. I'm not sure if there's supposed to be a hole here. I am not sure. But this is where they must have put a jack at one time, and it pushed it up, pushed it in. It's kind of rotted there. So this mount may have to come off. I don't know. We'll see once we get into it. Because I was thinking I can peel this back, maybe. I would like to try to cut it right along this edge. Then cut that section out that I need to cut out, which would, this part overlaps right here. This is an overlap. So all that would have to be one piece. And heat this up before I weld this in and straighten that up. But I'm going to look and see if there's supposed to be a hole there or not. I don't think. Let's go to the other side. The other side's in a lot better shape. I don't know. I'll have to do some homework on that. But if I got to replace these end panels, because it's welded right here, along here and here, same on the bottom. So I'm suspecting that that is part of, but I ain't sure if there's a hole there or not. I don't see why there should be anyway. But she is pretty crunchy. I blew out as much rust as I could. The center support's still there. It's good. But other than that, I have not found, except for here, which that'd be an easy patch. I haven't found anything else that is rotted away. So I think we made out pretty good. But yep, I'm going to start in on this. Probably not today, because I have been running a lot, and it's about 5 o'clock. Dinner time's about ready. And only thing I'm going to do for the rest of this, for the rest of today, is clean up. I'm going to try and gather up as many bolts and nuts and shit that I got laying around. Get all the rust cleaned up, piled up. I want to just see how much rust comes off this thing by the time I'm done. So I've just been piling it up right there.
Sunday morning on the gravel drive, with coffee in hand, feeling alive. A rusty frame sitting there in the mist, dreaming of the highway I just can't resist. Breaker bar in my greasy grip, loosen them bolts, they groan and slip. Pieces scattered like a puzzle untamed, bringing life back.
Yeah, here we go again. We're going to dive into tearing this rust out of the t-shirt, tearing that out. I already got one section cut. I tried it with my wheel. I need to get more air capacity. I got a freaking big tank. Not too, I don't know, but we need Amish buggy. You know what goes clippity clop, bang bang bang? Amish drive-by. Okay, I'm gonna dive into cutting this t-shirt out. Alrighty, I already got this one side loose, so we're just gonna hack out the other side. I think my blade's getting dull. Let me go around the other side. I might be able to get at it better. That was easy enough. Yeah, that blade. Don't buy the Bauer blades. The Sawzall is working great, but those blades suck. I'm going to have to get some better ones. But they do the job. But so let me bring you in a little closer. At least the inside of the frame feels real good. Let me find something to hit it with. Yeah, that's feeling real good. But I'm gonna work on one side, just get this crap off. But I will get another Sawzall blade. I might just hack it here. This ain't gonna move. A lot of guys think this will move. It's not gonna move. I mean, that's a box section of steel. You would have to really put some tension on that to get it to move either up or down. Now, if it dropped off to rotisserie, yeah, it probably would. But we're gonna get at it. I think I'm gonna have to hit that with the scaler just to see what's going on there. But we're gonna hack this in half. Let me grab a new blade and see if that'll help. Boy, it makes a difference if you got a new blade. It did move out just a hair, so we'll have to, not dang much though, not much at all. I'm gonna have to move you guys. I'm sorry, but just to get in there. Okay, come on up. There we go. Uh-huh. Not as easy as it looks. Come on. Give me a break. Yeah. Okay. Sorry about all the shaking. That'll make it a little easier to for me. I might have to turn that heater off. I had it on earlier. It was cold out. And it's about 1 o'clock or so now. Pretty warm out. Yeah, that'll make it a little easier for me to fight with. Let me get my cut-off wheel and I'll start trying to peel this weld and get all this crap off. I started here and realized I don't need to freaking cut that section off. That's going away anyway. I just need to get it away from here. Now the t-shirt on the bottom is still connected, so I'm going to have to flip that. But I can still, let's see, I'm going to work over here. Do what I can while I'm, before I flip her over. Cut that weld. I don't know if it's welded there or not. We'll find out. Cut that weld and that weld. I still got to figure out if that's wrought, which I think it might be. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut this weld and this weld. That is so rotted. So rotted. Okay. Probably have to just hack off what I can and then fight with peeling the two layers apart. I don't even know if I can get in there with this in that way. No, not really. Yeah, this is going to take a little bit of time. Let me get some more tools, smaller pry bars and some vice grips and some channel locks. Yep, she's going to be a fun one. Sure enough. Yep, dissecting piece by piece. So I'm not going to keep you guys here watching me do this. I might do some time lapses just to give you guys, show you guys what I'm doing, and you'll get to listen to some music.
Triumph frame, grinding down scars, welding in hope, turning back time with each measured stroke. The love story told with sparks and steel, restoring a dream, making it real. The garage fills with that metal song, every connection making it strong. Years of road dust and
Okay, I got this peeled up. This is loose, this body mount. I still need to get this because the lip is going back. This whole section here is going to be replaced because it's rotted out. I'm going to go probably back to here. And this section's good. This section's good. Above the hole, there's a hole here. So I'll probably leave this lip, just trim it back over and take that section out. I want to try to save this size so I know where I'm at with placement of the new part. I'm in here. I'll show, bring you over. I'm in, almost half inch, not even maybe, from this edge. So I know this plate, that's where the weld was. So I know I need to add that half inch when I put this new section in. I can't butt it deeper than that. So it's, the bottom section doesn't look bad. Well, top section. We'll see when we flip it. But I'd like to try to get this section out of here and leave that plate there for now. And then trim that over so far up because it's hard, it's solid here to go back so far, and then that lip being about this far, I'm going to leave this material. If I leave that material, I can tell where I'm at. So that's what I'll do. I'm going to leave this section here so I know I need to go a half inch more. I'll just come back and review the video footage. I'm going to hack that little section out, and so at least I can get in there and work a little more. Oh, yeah, I think that'll work. I did nick that inside just a hair, not too bad. But this section here that's in here right here is part of the outrigger piece. So I'm going to make myself a few reference marks. I'll probably do a reference mark right here so I know, and then I know I'm not going to remove this section that I need to go. I need to get my tape measure over here and measure that distance to see, so I write it down and I know how far in I need to go. I'm going to burn 1 inch. That's a 1/2 inch. Just for memory purposes, I'll write it down on paper too. Now, to try and get these sections out, at least up here. I need to get a cart. Okay, I want to see if I can separate that. I don't know if there's any spot welds, which I bet you there is, because that lip, I bet you it's spot welded. Oh, I ain't sure. I bet you it is, though. Okay. Bring out the big gun. Okay, I'm past it. Good. Oh, yeah. Now, it's like surgery. It's like freaking surgery. Okay, I can feel that lip in there right there, which is not welded, but it is over here. So, what can I do until I flip it? Probably nothing. Probably nothing. Okay. So, we're kind of there. Kind of, sort of, kind of. Yeah, that is free. Good. Okay, I'll leave that section alone until we can flip it. Get this cut off and get it separated. And then I'm going to start over here, try to get that section done on the frame. Get that off of there. Now I need to pull the t-shirt, but I'm going to cut sections off. Oh, my son pulled in from Florida. He was coming up, but I'll be right back.
1 hour later.
Well, this is voiceover Greg. Yeah, I lost audio on the next few clips, but just to show that I have been tearing stuff apart, I'm going to make this into a time lapse, the next few clips, and then we'll get into welding in the patch parts. Sorry about the audio, my mic quit.
Out of Pennsylvania's run, grease and spots they linger. Old Triumph's heart and tune, ringing classics back to jingle. TR6 and Spitfire. Step by step, keeping machines in the game another chance. Lost Bridge Garage, the name. Engine roars and metal flames, turning rust into the vein with every beat the channel bangs. Welding mask and steady hand, rusty frames now gleaming new. With his touch they rise and stand, rolling free through skies of blue. Killer catches every scene from the shop's chaotic dance. Step by step, keeping machines in the game another chance. Lost Bridge Garage, the name. Engine roars and metal flames, turning rust into the vein with every beat the channel bangs.
In a dusty old barn beneath the ivy's embrace, I found her waiting in a forgotten place. Rust on her frame, her sparkle had gone, but I saw the beauty and I knew she'd live on. With grease on my hands and a dream in my heart, piece by piece I gave her a new start. Through late nights and wrenches, through struggle and grime, we rewrote her story one bolt at a time. She's back on the road again, hear the engine roar. A British classic, she's ready to soar. Through winding lanes, past hedgerows and trees, freedom's alive on the breeze. Polished the chrome till it caught the sun, her leather seats gleaming, the work now done. The spirit of Britain from a golden age now unleashed, like a lion from a cage. The first turn of the key, oh she came alive. The old girl purring, she's ready to drive.
Okay, guys. Sorry about the audio in the last few clips. My dang lavalier done crapped out on me. So, that's the way it is. But we did get to the point to where we are got to get the steel and get it welded in, at least this side. I have the top and bottom t-shirts coming in. They're on their way, but as you see, I got her all ground down, kind of out of there. I may flip this over and just try to get this out of here, but we'll see. But we're close. We're close. But I am gonna call this video "Belt on My Ass," because it's going to be about a half hour long. Some of my videos get too long. Some are too not. Yeah, it is what it is. But we're making progress. Like I said, I got the t-shirts coming in, so we're going to try and get this all put together. Do one side at a time, and then get the t-shirts on top on once we're finished. Then we'll start getting into patching the other little patches. Get this media blasted. I'm going to do it myself and coated inside and out. So there's a few more videos that are coming on this. But I do appreciate you guys for hanging out to this point. If you like this kind of stuff, why don't you subscribe? It's free. I noticed that 85% of my viewers are not subscribed. And I noticed that 40% of those viewers are return viewers. So why don't you subscribe? It helps. It helps me out. Plus, it lets you know whenever I post new content. Leave a comment. Always try to reply to my comments, and that helps me find your channel. And if I like your stuff, I subscribe. So if you like my stuff, subscribe. Why don't you give this a share? Share it out. That helps out a ton. And give me a big thumbs up, not the finger. And hey, check that video out. You might like it. I hope you do. We'll see. But we'll see you on the next one. Peace.